It's me. I've sat down and done a reading, and so we'll just get right into it. I've already pulled like an ass load of oracle cards. We'll go through these hopefully pretty quickly, and then we'll get to the tarot to like clarify. Um, Songs I got while I was doing all of this and trying to find the message. First song was Don't Cry by Etta James, which is wanting to console somebody. And I love the song. I've listened to it so many times in my life. But this time I really get this idea that she's saying, don't cry, we can be sweethearts again. Like, I feel like this is the idea of someone who's hurt you coming in upset because they wronged you in some way. And I want to say they didn't listen to you, because the next song I got after that is Hell's Bells by AC/DC. And I just kept getting this hell bent, I'm hell bent, you know, no, by God, I know kind of thing. And then the other song I got, and I just turned the music off after this, was Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. The sun in the tarot talks about clarity, right? The moon, conversely, talks about things that are hidden. So when the sun comes up, you reverse that moon, something comes to light, right? Like, there's very much this idea of something coming to light and someone coming back saying, you know, please forgive me, can we make up? And I think there's a receptive energy on the other side of this, like, please stop crying, of course, you know, let's be sweethearts again. While I was shuffling, not a whole lot of cards stuck out to me, and I pay attention when I split decks. But two cards stuck out to me, and I think it was this Wisdom of the Night Oracle, looks like that on the bottom. It was Atonement and Forgetting Oneself, and those, no, it wasn't that deck. Hell, I don't know which one it was. I kept seeing those two, Forgetting Oneself and Atonement. And I think somebody has been willfully blind to a situation that they were warned against, and now they're paying the price. It was actually this deck right here. I think this is called the Dark Mirror Oracle. It was this one. It's pretty dark, aptly named, I'll just say. Kept seeing those two cards, Atonement and Forgetting Oneself, and then I still kept hearing Hellbent. They were hell-bent. So I got another deck out here called the Blind Spot Oracle cards. There are no guide words on this. I mean, literally, it's a sigil with a number. Okay, so you have to go to the book. I mean, it's a thick deck. And the title of this one is called Deflection. And just to kind of summarize, a deflection is about avoiding self-awareness. Somebody's been triggered and they're not accepting some sort of critical information or criticism. That's funny, I meant to say criticism, but critical information came out. They either ignore it, or they deny it, or they throw it back in the other person. You know, whenever you're pointing a finger, you got three pointing back at you, right? It's used as a defense mechanism to preserve self-concept, which means they're unwilling to feel guilt or shame. So, you know, it's this whole idea of they were right, and this also sounds to me like somewhere deep down in whoever this is that's been hell-bent, they knew somewhere deep down, they just didn't want to face it. So to start off with the soul card, because that's what I like to do, kind of piggybacking on all those messages, I've got this, which I've pulled before, and I usually say this is a very beautiful image, but for some reason, I just really see like this idealized individual who is reversed, right? Not what you're really seeing, and like shielding her vision from like all of this darkness right here, right? So I whipped out the archetype cards, and when I pull these for a message, it's literally, okay, give me the exact number of cards I need, kind of like the characters in this story. I got 4. I've got the guide. I've got the advocate. The Samaritan. And then the thief. God, I get, because on these cards, there's a light attribute and a shadow attribute. I'm pulling from the light aspect on this one. That's what feels right to me. And on the bottom of one of these decks, I get the High Priestess of Earth. This is our God. This is our God right here. High Priestess of Earth. Here to kind of guide, try to find grounding in a situation that apparently involves at least 4 people. And she knows, right? She's wise. She says more than she says less than she knows, and very spiritually, centered relationship with the divine, this kind of a thing. And to me, she looks not real pleased with what's going on, what she's studying, right? All right, so then this advocate, that sounds good, right? I'm a nurse, so an advocate is one of the major aspects of my job title. But I get negative off this. Like somebody who's got a codependent energy and they're trying to save. Likely this thief, right? Light, dark aspect, whatever. A thief is a thief is a thief. That's all I got to say there. But then we get the Samaritan, and I don't get loud energy off this at all. In fact, I get really quiet. The opposite of, can everybody just be quiet? Like, can we all just get along kind of thing? Like, I'm not taking sides. Like, I don't want to make anybody mad. Like this very pacifying energy. Like, I just kind of want to do this, right? So to get into the cards on the table, we've got the Justice of Pandemonium, Justice, Truth, and Duty. This is very much like, I feel like justice and judgment energy off this, like from tarot. Justice, judgment, a judgment call, the truth in a situation. The truth is going to be the deciding factor here. And with this Angel of Time, it's like eventually this is going to come out, right? Like you can't bury the truth forever. It will eventually come out. And I think that's what's going on here. And again, we got Pandemonium over here. Well, now we've got Complicated with an 11. So, master number in the house. And we've actually got another 11. Look at that. I just noticed it. I don't know if you can see it. Well, hell, it's down here, right? It's all in your head. I think this typically is an energy of overthinking, but I think this is an energy of somebody who's idealized another person in a very complicated situation that must be, it must feel like pandemonium. There's 4 people involved here. It takes 2 people to tango, not 4. We at a rave now. Like, what is going on? I think that when this truth comes out, and I think it's coming soon, the key is within your grasp. It's coming. I think it's going to leave somebody stripped bare of their deflections. So, to get into the T cards, and a shitload of them came out, so just bear with me. I've got April here. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like timing type cards because it's just like, they drive me nuts. Either something happened in April or something is being born here, you know, very spring-like energy. Something is very new. But we get April. Maybe that's somebody's name. I don't know. I'm going to start with, well, we've got good news with the ear. Someone is working against you behind your back. Rat. That's nice. Lobster. Financial pinch. Valley. Doing deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Well, I'll just tell you, that's going to start when this happens. I'm just going to put that out there. Ink pot. Problems to be resolved. Absolutely. And I think that's coming with this key doable over here, right? Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Whenever I see feathers, I think of ancestors, right? And I see white feathers, I think of like my loved ones who've gone on to pass away. So I get the feeling that this is a family member. Somebody's unreliable. Then we've got, I think our main two characters here are a woman and a dark man. I would just like to say he might not have dark skin, dark hair. He might just be a dark individual, because it looks to me like that might be who's wearing this little trench coat over here. You know, trying to con somebody into this heart he's toting around. And then we've got Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Maybe you've got a family member who's made a choice that is just, you've really tried to talk them down from, and they're deflecting, and I think they might even be pissed, because this card talks about, you know, the world's unfair and I'm angry, and this whole idea that love has to be tragic, right? It has to be complicated and dark, and it has to be hard. So if that's what I've got to, if I've got to clutch a bunch of black damn whatever that is, that's what I'm going to do, because look how wonderful they are. Look. Right? There's very much an energy that's going on here. And then I've pulled the Lenormand cards, and y'all, a shitload of them came out. Whatever it is that's going on here, I feel like this was, somebody was guided through, God, hell, right here. Somebody, I think this woman and this man somebody was guided into this situation to learn something, right? Because if we're going to heal and get some deep personal strength and peace here, it's gotta come from you being stripped bare of something, and that's idealizing somebody, seeing somebody not as they truly are. Okay, deflecting, refusing to believe something, that kind of a thing, and even getting defensive about it. Like, how dare you talk about my schnookums that way? He's wonderful. So we got the compass. We've got the garden. I think somebody was led to meet somebody, maybe in a public kind of a place. And I think this is energy of somebody with this Eight of Swords refusing to see something, right? More willful blindness kind of energy here. And then bridge. I think some sort of destined meeting developed very quickly. Like there was a gap bridged quickly here. And I think, you know, we've got community and concern. Okay. I think the people standing around the outskirts of this situation don't feel real good about this. And again, because maybe it happened just a little too fast. And here on these cards alone, we've got 37, 38, 39. This is progression energy, right? That's fast. That's snappy. We've got this sucker right here. And this one looking back at him like, my. They staring right at each other. It's like this community can't get a word of concerning edgewise, right? Well, then we've got the sun. Toil and labor. Wealthy man. I don't know what that's about, but we'll look at it. And then the clouds. I think that this last bit here is somebody's going to have to learn the hard way. That maybe, you know, the King of Wands is here with this cloud energy right next to this wealthy man. This might be, you know, you thought that looked all good and fine and luxurious and all this, that, and the third. But that sun's coming out with time and things are about to be cleared up. So, and I'll tell you this, you do your work, you strip yourself down to brass tacks and you do the healing, you get a real wealthy man in there. Yes, you will, if that's what you're calling in. I'm just saying. So, let's look at a couple of things and call it off because it is already 16 minutes in. I want to see, what do I want to see? You know what? I'm going to go right over here to this toil and labor, sun, wealthy man, and clouds. I want to know about this. What is going on here? All right, we got the Chariot in the reverse. That's stuck like Chuck. The Five of Swords. Yikes. Arguments that lead to no resolution whatsoever, right? We're literally getting nowhere, going round and round, having the same argument. And then the Two of Coins in the upright. Somebody, I think, is juggling. I think somebody here is getting multiple opinions about what should be done or how something should be handled or what they need to be doing. And the bottom of that is the Nine of Coins in the reverse. This is... you know, the Nine of Coins upright is a self-assured, confident person who's independent, takes care of themselves, this, that, and the third. Well, in the reverse, they could be in a relationship. Looks like they in a relationship with, you know, they dealing with several people right here. Not necessarily romantically, but this person is not taking care of themselves. They ain't taking care of nothing. So, there's that. And then we get this sun. What's that about? This sun going real good with this justice of pandemonium over here. Justice, truth, duty. Somebody might feel like it's their job to relay some information here. Shit. The Star reversed. Somebody's going to see that this ain't what you wished and thought and hoped for, okay? That's also a card of divine intervention. And look at that on the bottom, Seven of Swords upright. Somebody is quite literally a thief, okay? Stole your heart, stole your draws, whatever it is. Let's look at this wealthy man. What's this about? Wealthy man. You'll have to give me a minute. I'll wait for him to fly. Well, this one's kind of quiet. Okay, Eight of Cups in the reverse. This is possibly a return energy. Somebody might be coming back around. This is also the inability to move away from something that's making you unhappy. And with the Chariot reversed here, I think that's what this is. And on the bottom of that, we've got the Hierophant reversed. So somebody is breaking away from some sort of higher level of institution, right? This is also, to me, a false soul contract. All soul contracts you signed up for, but this ain't your pookie, okay? Unable to move away from a bad contract, right? And then with the clouds here. And this King of Wands energy. The King of Wands, yeah, death. I like it. 8 of Coins in the reverse. That's, I'm not putting any more damn effort into this. This is dead. This is done. The confusion has cleared. King of Wands, very masculine energy of I'm going to do something about this. Okay? 5 of Cups in the reverse on the bottom of that. The undertone here is I want to be happy. That's loving yourself first. And you know what? That's where growth comes from here. When you're stripped down bare of your deflections and you get over yourself and you decide, or you're forced to see the truth in a situation about something, then you know what? Yeah, I love me. I'm putting an end to this situation. I am transforming. I'm not working on this anymore. I want to be happy. Okay? So I want to know, I'm going to move all of this stuff out the way because y'all know I done got the whole table. Done got the whole table full. Yeah, we know what's complicated. I want to look here. I need to know more about deflection. Put that right there for inspiration. Somebody is pissed. We know that. Goes there. I want to know, so we've got, I'm done looking at all this family sorrow. It really makes, and I honestly think that that's the problem to be resolved right there. I'm going to leave that out. Weeping Willow, family sorrow, problems to be resolved, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Good news. I want to leave those 4 out because that, yeah, and then we've got the ship on the bottom that talks about a long journey, like you've got a destination to get to and you ain't necessarily going to get there quickly. All right, so let's see what is going to happen here. Let's get us a card for each one of these and then close this up here. Good news. Somebody's getting some good news. Thank God. The Alchemist. We've got the Magician in the upright. That's very similar to that King of Wands energy, right? Like I'm making something happen. Valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. The Magician is Aries, Virgo, and Gemini. We can all channel any of these energies at any given point in time, but just to point that out. Valley. Why is Valley here? What's going to happen there? Alrighty. The 2 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is taking off that damn blindfold. I am no longer going to be willfully blind. I'm going to see it the way I see it and not this. Okay? I'm going to see all this. The whole big picture. Black, craggly ass borders and all. Ink pot. Problems to be resolved. Kind of seeing the 3 of Cups, which is a reconnection, right? Like a get together. 4 of Cups. All right. Somebody, there's been an offer made here. It feels like a peace offering, right? And they're like, hell to the no. Hell to the no. It's my party and I'm going to cry if I want to. We had that anger card earlier, right? This black flower fragrance. I'm just going to sit here and sniff all this stagnant ass pond water in these cups. I need your damn cup. Well, yeah, you got to resolve that. Weeping Willow. Somebody, look at this sad kid right here. He's miserable and he knows it. This is ego. Very childlike energy here. Very immature energy right here. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Whoop! Lord of mercy. Three of Wands in the reverse. So this was not something that was expected, planned, or paired for. And with the card underneath that, I just saw it, so I'm taking it. Three of Swords. I don't think anybody in this situation was prepared for how much hurt and disappointment was going to come from all of this. Alright, so let me take my tiny tarot here and clarify these and let y'all go. Actually, no, before I do that, I want to look at this ship right here. This was on the bottom of my Lenormand deck. That's the overall tone here. We getting somewhere now, literally. With the 10 of Swords. Sailing past a whole lot of pain, yes. 7 of Cups in the reverse. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I want. To sail away from these narcissistic jokers. Okay, this thief, they ain't got time for you. Ain't got time for you. And underneath that, I'm just going to have to say, the Fool. Brand new journey. Yes, you are, baby. Get on that boat and steer it right through the clouds. So, the Magician with the good news. Let's hear about this. I want to hear it too. Y'all let me know when this good news comes in. With the Ace of Wands, baby. A brand damn new beginning. Somebody's passion is leading the way here. I think somebody gets mad enough over whatever it is that comes out. And that's that spark that sends them sailing, right? King of Swords on the bottom of that. They make a clear-cut, cold-hearted decision. Yes. Alright, Valley with the 2 of Swords in the reverse. This deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Shit. That is too much. Come on, quit playing. Shuffle so much better when I'm not recording myself. Jeez. Woo! Oh, we got 2 flying. Yeah, somebody's making the decision over something coming to light here. Most of this deck is in the upright, but you want to show me the 7 of Swords, which we already had. You want to turn that Joker right side or wrong, you know, do this to it. Something's coming to light here. Somebody is taking off that blindfold and they're making a judgment call. 2 of Wands. I know I've decided. I've really decided. Spirits help me to decide. Boom! Tower moment. And then stability. This is the kind of stability that we celebrate, right? Get together with friends, family, that kind of a thing. I'm going to take my judgment card back. But we saw it. We saw it. So, Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Fork, shit. All right, then. Well, that's interesting as hell. Problems to be resolved. 2 of Cups. So, a soulmate, a match. 3 of Swords. Ouch. With the 10 of Swords in the reverse. The problem to be resolved here, I think, yeah, look at this underneath here. Queen of Wands, she holding that wand, right? She got pissed. 9 of Pentacles upright. She's taking care of herself now, right? Single sun, because she sees clearly. I think the thing here, though, the problem to be resolved is this person is still going to be They're going to be missing the stagnant pond water. They're hurt over this situation, and that's something that time will heal. So the family sorrow, truth and time, right? Truth and time. Don't be willfully blind. Do not accept, don't embrace lies. Nine of Swords. Strength. I think this whole family sorrow thing is somebody worried to death that their loved one is not going to come out of this because willfully blind, right? I see him the way I want to see him. So, God bless and good luck with all of this. God bless and good luck.